looks good. Well, let's go. Okay, everything still looks fine on here at least.
Warp drive active.
What are you doing, buddy?
Warp drive active.
Spiderweb. Okay.
Docking request accepted.
Oh god, no, I don't want to dock. Derbliss. Let's see, did it put my... Yeah, it did. Okay. Oops! Was not the plan. Okay, that's a combat site, so we're not gonna bother you. Actually, no, it's probably going to be the other one.
Warp drive active.
Okay, let's see here. Okay. C3, URMWG, wormhole.
Warp drive active.
C1. That might have something for me. SWI. So, let's see. J101. Oh wait, 3151. Let's kill on October 14th. Do I have a hiding spot in here? No, I do not.
Warp drive active.
Lots and lots of planets. And lots of SIGs.
Warp drive active.
so do we want to continue? No, let's just go ahead and do these ones. Don't like the gas sites. Don't care, don't care. Whoa, what the hell? Ghost in key. About you, you're probably going to be a sleeper, Relic. Give me an opportunity to test out that build, though. Why not? You are a sleeper, Relic. Shits and giggles. I will try it. Not with this ship, though. So everything else is over here. Switch middle. Site, don't care. So, seems like a fewer concentrate over here. Let's try that. kinda got something off of that. Ugh. So many data sites in this wormhole. Giant waste of time. Oh, we're only almost 22 minutes in and haven't done anything yet. Guess site. Just put you right there, and that'll be done. There's a lot of
drive
data sites.
active.
I hate getting sick. Data's
Warp drive active.
Huh. Did I make sure that faction one? that ship and see how it goes. The situation is definitely good.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Pumpkin. Okay. I don't need the ship, so obviously we'll cancel that. Okay. Okay. That looks good. Let's go. So pop in, warp to the hide,
Warp
warp
drive
to save the
active.
relic, and we'll go from there. Speed almost like fucking power what's up.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, da, 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 da.
Warp drive active.
Oh, you noisy chair. Track.
Warp drive active.
Let's see how this goes. that's... I definitely want to hit that. Come and get me, guys. Why do I get the feeling you're shooting fucking missiles at me, too? Huh. Come on, guys, catch up. So they're 100 kilometers away now. Definitely want to go after that Talican frigate. Come on, guys, catch up. drag you away, the more time that I've got to do this. Catch up. Then I'll warp over and hit that shit. This is a C1, so they shouldn't have any kind of points. Now they should be about 400 kilometers away from there. Let's just hope nobody's in that citadel. No, Sam. No. There's no whining and Eve. Yeah. What's up? Dumper. I want to think I got plenty of time now, but I don't want to risk it yet. They don't go too fast. So that'll put these guys about 550 from me. We'll try it.
Warp drive active.
Pew! Later, assholes. Hey. What a waste.
Warp drive active.
Like, really? A little over 7 million off all that bullshit? No, thank you. Don't waste our time on all these stupid data sites.
Warp drive active.
Oh, perfect. One of the ones where they're all super fucking spread out. sucks. If that's true. I was kind of wondering about that myself. My time on any more of these fucking data sites, though. It's all junk. This shit for almost an hour, and I've only made like 10 million. That's not counting what I spent building this ship for this. Just fine on the other ones, but comes down to the easy one. Screw it, we're just gonna get out of here.
Warp drive active.
FSS.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I feel like crap. Yes, I do.
Warp drive active.
Oh, screw it. I gotta go back. What's up, buddy? You wanna go out or what? Yeah? Alright. Chill out, buddy. Yup.
Warp drive active.
Sam, no. Sam, no.
Docking request accepted.
Being sick sucks.
Warp drive active.
I forgot to change. Whatever. Let's see what we got in here. There's an Imicus. J124449. There was a kill in here earlier. NPC, no big deal.
Warp drive active.
Find that Imicus and shoot him. Don't get scared, Dora. I'm not here to hurt you. Swearsies.
Warp drive active.
Warp, damn you, warp. Look at all the scatter probes. Okay, so we will definitely warp to the first site. That happens to be what we can do. Wormhole, don't care. So you're at one of these. Okay, we're gonna hope that it's one of you. Otherwise I gotta do an 8 scan. Waste of time. 8 scan it is. You're still there, that's a good thing. Of course the Imicus, he's probably got a fucking warp stab on him. me go all the way down to a quarter scan before you even let me know what you are. And it's probably going to be a fucking sleeper site that I can't even do anyways. Lame. Nothing else there, right? Just my probes, his probes, and the two of us. That is a sleeper site. Not interested. Can I get lucky this time at least? He's still scanning. It's a gas site. Okay, so where the hell are you exactly? Let's see.
Warp drive active.
Let's see if I can go find this guy.
Warp drive active.
He was like 200 kilometers away though. I don't think... I'm still gonna land way off grid.
Active.
Or out of point range at least. Let's see how much attention he's paying though. And if he's bait, fuck it, he's bait. Yeah, buddy. I'm just gonna slow burn all the way to you and see what happens. Oh. I see. I'm in one of those kind of wormholes. Just keep scanning. There's nothing coming after you. Just keep scanning. Just keep scanning. Seriously, a friendly guy. Halfway to ya. Still just sitting there. guess you wanted to get trapped by the fucking that thing too. That's cool. Let's see, what do you got? Anything of interest to me? No. Pew 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 pew. Boy. Sorry, Al. Love you, honey. Yoink. Hee. And let's go home.
Warp drive active.
Oh, you had a... Wow, there's an Omega, too. I mean, come on, man. You could have cloaked.
Warp drive active.
That's just... wow. Where's my thing for the pot at, man? What did I get off this bounty payment? Oh wow, I actually got like a decent, like almost the whole thing. Of course, it's what the pod was worth, so it paid me full. Yeah, it did. Congratulations, man. You no longer have a bounty. At least your pod was empty.
Warp drive active.
And now, we are going to send this guy an email. Let's see, how old is he? He's only 10 days old.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
You scan. God. Can't fucking type right now. See, like, why do you have this? That's not pointful. I mean, I can see why you have that one, but you can ditch something to get another. Let's simulate this shit. Do. Let's see if that actually works for him. You got 8.2. Like, if you get rid of this, you don't need that. Then you can actually get rid of that, and you can stick another one of these bastards on here. CPU is not a problem. Then you're all about scanning. That's kind of pointless too. I mean, you got the range finding on there already. If I were you, I would ditch both of these guys. And if you want to run both scanners, let's get a mission and a medic algorithm. Type right now. Especially since you can just stick 3 warp stabs on there anyways. Then I got Al's dead frozen body over here. Cause I asshole. You're not the only one. Nope, I don't want to sell my stolen goods. Gotta keep my drugs. Get rid of all this crap though. Anything else down here? No. Oh, I'm sitting here. Okay. I'll respond to you when I can. I'm trying to sell a bunch of crap. Oh wow, that sucks. We're not even gonna bother with that. But yeah, you got lots of power. Just so you know, there's supposed to be a U in that. What are you wondering about, dog? Chill. Whoa, 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 whoa. Your mom's gone for a week. And now do we want to go out again? Chests, weaves. The other wormhole has plenty of data sites in it. I am not gonna bother with those fucking things because they don't make me enough money. No, 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 no. Go back over to your ship because you're worried about cap stability. That is not big deal, actually. Sure. Some double info you? Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. First, if you're worried about cap stability, right now you have a 1 minute cap, okay? Now when you're in the simulation view, you'll notice that these guys are green right here. And what this is telling you is what your cap stability is if all of these modules are active right now. So you gotta remember, when you're hacking something, you're not going to be doing a relic and a data site at the same time. So we'll turn one of these off. And you went from 1 minute to 4.5 minutes. Okay. The next thing is when you're actually hacking, you're probably not going to be running your micro warp drive either. So with just the relic or data analyzer running, you're cap stable. You don't need to worry about that. Now, say you're worried about your micro warp drive running. Okay. Well, you're not going to be hacking or anything while you're running your micro warp drive. So once again, you're cap stable with just that running. The probe launcher, don't worry about that. That doesn't actually use any cap, so it's like whatever. So yeah, I mean, this fits actually fine for you right now. You don't need to worry about anything. I do have an alpha clone that runs an Imicus that I set up a little more towards I need to be able to defend myself while I'm doing these kind of sites, but I don't think I actually have any fits saved on this character. No, I don't. But I mean, I like the Heron because I can actually fit a scram. The Amicus is set up pretty much like this, except I'm running both rigs going towards my relic analyzer because that's all I give a shit about are relic sites. The data sites, they make you money every now and then when you're really lucky, but the most I've ever got off a data site was about 40 million. And I pulled over 200 million out of relic sites. Just remember, you need to watch out because there's probably going to be somebody that wants to kill you, so eyes open at all times. There's another idea for you too. If you've seen those sleeper sites that you can't seem to do on this stream, I just did one a little while ago. Sorry, I'm kind of sick right now, but you can always go back and check it out again, and I show you how to do the site. Pretty much, you gotta fly away from the site, get the ships to chase you, and then when they're far enough away from the cans, you can warp directly to them, hack the cans, and get out before they get back to you. Oh, definitely, man. Amicus is a great ship to use because who cares if you lose it? It's a couple million. I mean, I can replace 3 of these Heron Fits for like 12. And I've lost quite a few of them because Asteros kick my ass every time. But occasionally I catch the Amicus that ain't paying attention, and you know how it goes. Yeah, also, like, wormhole space, if you haven't ever seen it before, you're gonna get the be right back thing right now. I know you can still hear me, though. Use that site right there, and all that you gotta do is, whenever you enter a wormhole, type in the wormhole name on Z Killboard. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so like, you know, if you were not you and just warped into that wormhole and saw that there was a death 10 minutes ago, you probably wouldn't really want to be in there because they're probably still there. Well, that can get you so far, but it depends on how determined they are. They can catch you. I mean, I'm pretty damn patient, and this is just my alpha clone. If I'm on my main, I'm cloaked up, and you'll never even know I was there. But it is good, though. Because, I mean, if you can keep them chasing after you long enough, they might get bored and just leave. But they might not. But, oh yeah, what I was talking about. If you came in from Meaves, the SWI signature in system is a class 1 wormhole. And there's these 5 data sites are in there too. So if you want them, OID, CYL, SEG, SBB, RKB. I don't know. I haven't actually tried that. I don't have my laptop plugged in right now. But, I mean, as long as they're on different accounts, yeah, you could, technically, I guess. I don't know how the rules go about that. But I haven't actually tried running 2 at the same time because all of my alphas are on the same account. Now, if that's what you're asking, you can only run 1 at a time. Because I guess it checks to... You can run a paid one and an alpha at the same time. I don't know how the multi-boxing goes with playing 2 different ones on one PC, because I've never actually tried it. I've always used 2 computers for 2 accounts. But I would assume that as long as the 2 alphas are not on the same account, then you might be okay. I just remember hearing that you could only run 1 alpha with 1 paid one at the same time. How do you make money fast? It's all luck, man. I mean, when it comes to these sites, you can go after the relic sites, and they'll get you anywhere from 10 million to over a couple 100 million. It's just a matter of finding those sites. Other than that, I mean, this is pretty much my main source of income, is just doing these things. I'll use my alpha clones, I'll fund my main, like whatever. But it's time consuming, because it takes forever to scan with alpha clones. Plus, I live in a wormhole, So, I mean, I just do sites on my own thing, and I don't really mess around with these guys all that much anymore. Next month might be fun, though, because they're going to give more bonuses to the alpha clones. They'll be able to train up to 20 million skill points. You have to plex it after 5 million to get that, but you'll retain your skills and still be able to play for free. I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, I'd go for the relic sites. Like I said, man, the most I've ever gotten off a data site was 40 million. I mean, you're welcome to try. Those letters that I typed in, those were all the SIGs that are actually data sites that you can do. Yeah, right here, there's OIDUZYL. And all that is, if you're wondering, when you're on your probe scanner, you see this signature right here is SUP078. Well, that's just the 3 letters of the SIG. So if you were in the wormhole and OID is right there, you know that's one of the data sites I was talking about. That's okay. I mean, unless you actually know how to run those sites, they can be kind of tricky. I'll show you a couple of things real quick, though, because I mean, I'm doing this anyways. Give you a couple of pointers. I don't feel like this is probably a wormhole, but it's in a trade hub area, and there's probably going to be people camping in there. And I'll just go in there and get my ass blown up. Okay, so I got 1 signature in this system, so I'm just going to warp on over here.
Warp drive active.
If you're wondering about scanning, the 4AU pinpoint is the best one that you can use, really. You don't really need anything else. Sometimes you go 8. But all signatures are always within 4 AU of a celestial, and a celestial is just a planet. And I'll just center on here. I might not get it on the first try because this sphere is a little bigger than what I'm scanning. But you see I already got a blip right there. And I'm not using any scanning rigs or anything. I've just got my regular skills, and they're crap for an alpha. You don't really get to do too much. But from a 4AU scan, if you get a dot, you can actually skip one. You don't have to go 4, 2, and then 1. I'm going directly down to 1. Yeah, and if you're wondering about the scanning skills, why are you... don't care about that. Show me this again. So, no, scanning, damn it. Okay, like I'm capped out at level 3 on everything, and level 2 for the big ones. I saw you had a cloak, so you're obviously an Omega character. If you get these up to 3, you're going to be fine. Astrometrics take to at least 4, you know. And then like archaeology and hacking, get those to level 4 also to make the sites a lot easier to do.
Warp drive active.
And the other suggestion for you too is your engineering skills. Make sure that you get CPU, capacitor, and power grid up as high as you can go, at least to level 5 if you're able to. I'm getting away with level 4, but you know I can't really use a whole lot on an alpha clone. Cool, so I got a class 1 wormhole right here. And if you're wondering, the way that I tell is, you see how the wormhole is blue? That's going to be a C1, they're small. But you can also go to the info, and you'll see this wormhole leads to unknown parts of space. Unknown space is always class 1 to class 3. And the way you can tell the difference is Class 1 wormholes only allow up to medium-sized ships to go in. Class 3 will take larger ships, and that's all it is. So what you want to pay attention to before you go into one of these two lines also. If this wormhole is beginning to decay, probably won't last another day. That means that it's still in good shape, and you're going to have at least 4 hours on it. The stability, if you notice that it's had its stability compromised, there's been a lot of traffic going through that wormhole, you probably don't want to go in there because it's probably going to be occupied. And if it's critical, definitely don't go in there because it might close on you as soon as you go through. So now we'll pop on through here. You're going to see the be right back message because I have to go over to Z-Kill and check this wormhole. Nothing on D-scan, that's a good sign. So we've got J120, 734. Last kill on here was November 4th, 7:51. So it's about 2 days away. Oops, no, I don't want to close it. Minimize, minimize. Do I have any hiding spots in here? No. Okay, so I saved the exit so we know how to get the hell out of here, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to warp over to one of these Pocos. I could drop my probes real quick. Open up your people and places, add a location. It's good to have a folder for actual wormhole hides. And then while you're warping between points, just save the bookmark somewhere. I'll answer that question in just a sec. I'm paying attention to this right now. So now I'm landing. Wait for your warp to stop, and then warp back over to your hiding place.
Warp drive active.
Okay, so now I'm just at a random bookmark that I say between 2 points, right? So technically, if you wanted to, as soon as you land right here, you could just cloak. I would never find you right here. The only way I would find you is if you uncloaked and then you warped over to a site that maybe I already had scanned down or was scanning down at the same time. When close my pilot died too, are you asking like if the wormhole closes on you? If that's the case, no, you're not necessarily dead yet, but I mean if there's somebody in there that wants to kill you, they could kill you, but you would have to scan and find your way back out, which might not be a big deal either. I do the whole hiding spot thing, you know, and then if you find a wormhole, warp like 100 kilometers off of it, check the info, save the wormhole, and warp back over to your hiding spot. And if it was a wormhole leading to high sec, you could warp right back to that wormhole at 0 and pop right through, and they'd not be able to catch you unless they had an interdictor. So that first scan, we already found there's a gas site and a wormhole. I don't care about these at all. Just ignore. And then you notice all I did was just send out my probes and scan right away, and I already got all this going. So I got 3 dots right here off of a 4 AU scan like I was explaining earlier. And all I'm going to do is just center on the dots, go from 4 AU to 1 AU. I want to make sure you're nice and centered, and then just scan again. And this is with crappy scanning skills. The difference between me and you is since you're Omega, you'll actually be able to get better scanning skills, so you'll be able to scan faster than I ever could. There's a gas site. Who cares? I'm in a Heron. I'm not going to be doing any gas. So now I'll click on the next dot, center that guy again. I'm still on a 1. It's a good idea to be running your D-scan while you're scanning too. My overview probably looks a lot different from yours because it's like really customized. I've been playing for a few years. And if you're interested in having something that you can see better, Oh, like here, check this out. This is a relic site, right? You see how it's got the level 1 on there? That's definitely going to be a faction site. I don't know if you know the difference between sleepers and factions yet, but a level 1 is not going to have rats added. And the way that you tell the difference between sleeper and faction sites is faction sites always have a faction on them. If you don't know what the factions are, the easiest way to find out is go to your ship tree. And then you see you got this Garistas, Sanchez, Blood Raider, Serpentis. Those are pirate factions. So if it's got a pirate faction on there, you know you're good. I'm not going to bother scanning all the rest of this crap because there could be somebody in here waiting for me.
Active.
So I'm just going to warp over to this relic site right now and see if I can hack it. Recall my probes. If you notice, my D-scan shows probes. I just recalled them, so it's going to be nice and empty for me. So if I happen to see probes on here, then I'm going to know somebody else is in this system. But just because you don't see probes does not mean there's nobody else here. They could already have all these sites scanned down and just waiting for somebody like me or you to come and attempt to do them, and then they'll uncloak and kill us. That's what I was telling you earlier. Don't take that personally, man. If you get mad about that, then this game really isn't worth playing. With no risk comes no reward. You know, if you notice that the loot in high sec is pretty much crap, that's because anybody can get there from high sec. It's like, whatever. In here, this is actually dangerous what you're doing. You're risking your ship. All you gotta do is learn from your mistakes and you'll be okay. Considering the amount of people that I've killed at these sites, I don't like it when people just sit still. Well, I mean, I like it when they sit still because it makes them easy to catch. But when I'm in a cloaked ship, all I have to do is ram into you, and that's going to make your aligning time take longer to escape. And that gives me time to lock you up and scram you and stick my drones on you, and then you're dead. Okay, so hacking. While you're hacking, we got these little numbers, alright? That was a 2. So I'm 2 away from some kind of helper tool or something. Now I got a 3, so it's going to be this guy right here, okay? You don't really want to hit these white ones unless you absolutely have to. Now what I'm going for is a safe zone. These are safe zones. You see how they're surrounded in all directions by the other nodes? If I run into anything in one of these safe zones, it's going to be either the control node or the control node will be one of the surrounding ones. So if this was like a firewall, this guy would be one of these surrounding ones. It's the rule of 6. Look at that. There's 8 million off of one can. And then if you notice my overview, I have all the POCOs on here. So if somebody uncloaks, then that gives me the chance to see them real quick, and I can try to warp to one of these guys before they get a chance to lock me up. It doesn't always work, but, you know, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Move right on to the next one. You see how I'm hitting my D-scan. I'm watching for whatever the hell might be trying to come and get me. Because I don't want to die. I'm too pretty. Damn it. That hurts. This one for you. It's okay, watch. I'll end up getting killed right here, and then you'll have your justice. Oh, damn. Let's see. Nope. Okay, well, I guess we're just... Oh, got lucky there. That's a little better, and that's not good. Ooh. Damn it. I really, really need a helper tool right. Oh, perfect. Just keep in mind also that when you fail a can, it doesn't blow up the first time, but it'll lose an item. I mean, the way you can tell is like if you scanned the can prior to hacking it. I don't like carrying the cargo scanners because that's just, you know, an extra mid slot that I could use. Like I'm running 2 medium-sized shield boosters. That's my defense. But yeah, I would say we got about 11 million off of this site so far. I still got 2 cans left though, and there could be somebody waiting to get me. And usually when they're gonna get you is usually on the last can, unless they're impatient, and they definitely don't want you to get away. There we go. And I like to keep my camera in a dark area so I can see my overview better, because those rocks do not help. So let's see, if I'm gonna get attacked, it's gonna be about now. Let's see, 4 away, 3, there's gonna be something right there. Junk. So yeah, there goes that one. Now we'll just warp back on over to the hide and see what else we can find. See, like, since you're Omega also and you can cloak, I can't. So there's not much I can do in my hiding spot. You see me in space, the same way that you scan down signatures, somebody can use combat probes to find me in space. So what I want to do when I land is fly towards nothing. Because the deal is, if I aligned to any one of these signatures or any planet, and somebody found my hiding spot, all they'd have to do is warp to where I'm flying towards, and then back to me at 100, and then keep on going back and forth, saving or warping at 100 each time, and they'll end up getting ahead of me, and then I'll just run right into them and they can kill me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Didn't quite click on that right. Now we could assume that this wormhole is fairly desolate because, well, nothing attacked me at that relic site, so maybe we'll find another one. That's a gas site. I could give a shit about that. Even though I actually can do gas, but this is a class 1 wormhole, and the gas in here is only going to get me about 10 to 15 million. It's not really worth my time. I haven't tried C3, but I hate mining so much. Alpha can cloak with MWD trick. No, Alpha can't cloak at all. After, excuse me. After this bonus that they're going to give to Alpha clones, if they can cloak then cool. You know, then you can actually do the micro warp drive trick. Do you know what the micro warp drive trick is, though? Another stupid gasite. Ow. I'll just do a 2AU ready for you. Really? How did this site like die? How do I not find that? That's weird. Okay, so what you're asking about with the micro warp drive cloak trick is actually something that they'll use for freighters. I don't know if you've tried flying between like Dodixie and Jita, but if you're through like Udima and Mattermeyer and everything, the pipeline for going back and forth between trade hubs, it's always camped by pirate factions like Code and Goonswarm, and all that they do is they gank the large freighters. Even the smaller ones, just depends on if they got a bunch of loot in them. And what the micro warp drive cloak trick is you notice that you don't just have warp 2 buttons for going places, you have an align button, right? So what they do is they hit the cloak button right after hitting align to something. This is a level 3, so this is probably going to be a sleeper site. They hit the cloak button and the micro warp drive immediately after. So they gain speed while cloaking, and then when their micro warp drive cycle is about to end, they're at about the speed that they would be to be able to actually go into warp. So they just uncloak real quick and then hit warp, and they warp over to their destination, and it makes it really hard for somebody to be able to lock them up. See, like, this is an unsecured perimeter. That's going to be a sleeper site. There's no pirate name on the faction, so you don't really need to worry about bothering with that. You'd actually get more loot off of the rats. I don't ever bother hacking those things. Now, if you look at this, this is the only planet close to this signature, and like I was telling you earlier, they're always within 4 AU of a sig. So all I do is put my probes between the planet and that, and it'll actually give me a better scan than trying to center on it. This works really good if it's like an 8 AU scan. You can see the size of the red sphere is just a little bigger than the size of my blue ones for scanning, so I could center it, but if it was a lot bigger, then I could still get a dot with a 4 AU scan instead of using 8. So you playing this game by yourself? It's just another wormhole. I don't care about you.
Warp drive active.
What got you into it? Just wanted to try something new?
Warp drive active.
You look at it this way, though. I mean, you've only been playing for 10 days, and you're already going into wormholes. Instead of jumping on, training into a venture, and sitting mining rocks all day, and, you know, just bored off your ass watching YouTube. So at least you're actually doing something, trying to have some fun. And then people like me come and kill you.
warp drive active.
Oh, definitely, man. I love spaceship games. I never thought I'd get into this. I had some buddies that were doing the wormhole thing, and they wanted some extra eyes in there. So I was like, sure, I'll give it a try. And then, you know, I was over 3 years ago, and I've just been hooked on this shit ever since. It's not even the type of game that I would like to play. But it's been fun. I like the freedom that you have in this. You can do whatever you want. But yeah, that one site right there was 14 million. Not a great payout, but, you know, not bad either. And it didn't take long to find it either. It was, what, one system over? So this is the guy that did not sell, is it? Yeah, look at that. 6.6 million and it wants to sell for 65,000. I don't think so. Sell. Curiosity got the cat killed. Hey, look at it this way, man. You got a lot more lives than a cat does. You could die as many times as you want. It's like, whatever. And also, it's nice that you didn't have anything in your pod, you know? So, I mean, it was 10,000 ISK. Who cares? It was just a free pod. But I mean, if you're going to engage somebody in space, you might as well go for everything. 18 million off of 23. I don't care, I'll sell that. Really so. Alright, well, I mean, there's a couple of things for you. If you're interested, I could take you to those data sites. I'll show you, you know, I'll watch your back and let you hack them all. Don't worry, I won't kill you again. Just let me know if you're interested in that, man. I'm going to turn this stream off, though. And I got to feed these animals before they eat me. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll teach you a couple other things, too, that might help you out. But I'm going to turn the stream off, and I'll stick around. So if you want to do that, too, just let me know.